Hello there, welcome to my bench once again, Hugh here. And on this tutorial I'm going to tie up a searching nymph pattern. It's called the stovepipe. I'm not sure if you've ever seen it in books, you may have or heard of it. It's an attractor searching nymph, a good little pattern. It's a cool looking fly, so I figured I'd give this guy a tie up for you this time around. So we'll get him a device and a new hook in. I'll get going here for you. The hook is a 9671 size 10. Get him locked in the vise here, just like so. There we go. And I'm using UTC 70 in orange. Calls for orange thread. So I'm going to start a thread base here, right behind the eye, about hook eye length, and we're going to wrap back to just about to the bend. Okay, just keep wrapping back. Cut off that tag end of thread there. Okay, we're set there. Now, this guy's weighted, and I got some 0.15 wire here, and I'm going to wrap about 10 to 12 wraps on this guy, so we'll get that on there. Okay, we'll snip that end off, come around, and we'll snip this guy off. Okay, there's our weight. Got that on there. Okay, next I'm going to wrap up over that, secure that down first before we put the tail on. Just make several crisscross wraps back and forth, just like so there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now our tail is golden pheasant tippet, and you want to select about, I'd say probably 10 to 12 fibers, tippet fibers here, and we'll snip those off. Okay, come in, we want our tail to be about hook gap length as usual, maybe a tad, just a hair longer, won't hurt it. So get those tied in, just like so here. There we go, there's our tail. I'm going to wrap that forward, snip off that little bit of excess there. There we go. Bind those down. Okay, and work back. Okay, now the body on this guy is peacock herl. It called for dark olive chenille, but I find it looks a lot better tied with the peacock herl. You know, it has that sheen that peacock herl has. I just think it makes the fly look better, so I use that instead on mine. So I got 4 strands here. Gonna even those up and snip off the brittle tips. We don't want those. Okay, tie them in on the side here, on my side. Wrap back towards the tail a few wraps. Stop there, and we're gonna make a loop around your finger, back up. Wrap back, and then go around the base of that loop a couple turns, locking it in, just like so. And we'll come back a little bit farther, right about there is good. Then we're going to advance that thread forward to where we want to tie the body off, which is right there. Okay, now grab my thread and herl here together, your hackle pliers, and grab the end of it. And before I twist that up and wrap it, I'm going to, like always, put a little head cement along the shank there. Just like so, there we go. Okay, now we begin to twist this guy up here. Just remember when you when you twist peacock herl, not to overdo it, because it will snap on you quite easily. Just like so, for example. Now there's a good example to show you what can happen. Now to fix that, I'm just going to snip those ends off, come back with my thread once again and catch that, and it should be alright. There, I saved it. There, that just shows you I didn't have the tips off, didn't cut the tips off far enough back. That's what happened there, I would say. Okay, form another loop, wrap back, and we'll wrap forward to our tie off point. Just a minor malfunction there is all. It happens to all of us. I just got to cut that other loop out there. There we go. Okay, we'll get squared away here in a second. There. Okay, let's try that again. Grab my hackle pliers once again here. Give that a little twist. Okay, let's try her this time. And we'll begin to wrap that body. Just like so here. Okay. Let's check, that's where I want it. Now I'll twist it up some more. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, then just proceed to wrap forward. One wrap right in front of the next. Just keep twisting a little more, and I'm going to keep moving forward until I reach my tie-off point there. A couple more wraps should do it. Okay, probably one more after this, and we'll be good. Okay, right there. Now I'm going to come underneath, tie that off. A couple underneath, come in front, then wrap back to lock it down. And I'm going to come in and snip off the excess. There we go. Okay. There's our body. Just going to make a few more securing wraps back there, like so. There we go. Okay, there's our tail and our body. Okie dokie. Next, for the throat, it's just simply some soft brown hackle fibers. Okay, and I have one here. It's got some nice soft fibers on it, this saddle hackle. So I'm going to pull a bunch off there. Make sure the tips are lined up. And we tie that in. We don't want it to come back too far, usually about halfway on the body. It's plenty far enough back. Tie that in with a soft loop, come down, snug that guy down, come in, snip off the excess there, like so. And I'm going to bind that down good, just like so. That's good. Now turn your vise back around. Okay, now the last step is our wing. And the wing on this guy is a teal flank feather. I have one ready here. You just strip off all the lower sections and you want it a pretty uniform shape like so. And the way this guy's tied in is flat on the top like so. And what you want it to come back just a hair on the tail, not too awfully far, just a hair. So I'm going to tie that in just to keep it right on top like so. Just check it there, make sure it's where you want it. Looks good. Okay, wrap forward. And what I like to do with these stems is fold back on them and wrap back on the stem. That locks that down good and that wing can't pull out on you whatsoever. Snip that tag stem off like so. And we're just going to build a little head on this guy and finish him up. Just like so here. And there he is. So all it's left to do now, just check that, make sure it's where you want it. Looks good. Right on top. Now I'll just come in with my whip finisher, a 4 to 5 turn whip finish, and finish this guy up. Okay. Get our whip finish going here. Okay, that's good. Finish him off, snug that down. Come in, snip off my excess thread. Okay, there we have it, another size 10 stovepipe. Cool looking fly. Makes a good searching nymph, tractor pattern. Now I'll just come in with a little Solarez here, bone dry. Cover those thread wraps up there. Okay. All the way around the fly here. Okay. Just get a little bit more on him there. There we go. that should be fine. Okay, I'm just going to come in with my light, cure that real quick. Okay, that looks great. There we go. And there we have it. Done deal. Okay, I want to bring this guy in if I can without screwing up too much. Just give you a little close up. Guess that's still pretty good in focus there. Yeah, that looks good. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial this time around. And like always, I hope you got the materials and you can tie this guy up so you can put him in your box and give him a try. Not a hard fly to tie. So if you haven't, this is the first time watching my tutorials and you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that a lot. And throw in a like too if you wish. And to everyone watching, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy tying everyone. I'll see you again soon. And so long for now, folks.